Hello and welcome, Cosmic Quantum Travelers. How are you doing? How is the Ascension roller coaster for you? So there's a lot of downloads or rather unlocking that's happening right now. So that's why I'm doing another video for whom it may assist, so to say. And again, I'm also doing them for myself. I'm always talking to myself. We're always talking to ourselves, so to say, because there's only one of us here. There's only one mind. So that's what everybody really needs to understand, is that we always hold the power within us. Everything can always and continues to shift from deep within us. As we shift the way we look at things, our realities are changing, literally, especially right now. Susuna karatea ne tirasa, susununa aikuru kusunata. And everything changes as we do, literally. So, because, for example, if you think about other people's toxic behaviors and all of that stuff that has been going on, and every time I'm just so itchy, especially before and during these updates. These are also like crystalline activations. Anyway, so there's huge crystalline multidimensional DNA and Diamond Sun, God, and Rainbow Plasma Light Body, Aurora Orb Bubble, and Macabre activations completing 222. Divine Love completes all of this, the frequency of Divine Love, and that means many, many things, not what most thought it would be. We have been remembering what it truly looks like, real truth, real true Divine Love, because it's not love for us to enable other people to use us or to suck on our energy or negatively affect us in any way, shape, or form. So a good friend also, beyond just warning you of what might be negatively affecting you, would also tell you when what you're doing or not doing is also negatively affecting them. So right now, as we keep shifting and changing on this ascension journey, it's like you're constantly up leveling, or depending, I mean, I've seen this so often. That's why you keep kind of like connecting, disconnecting with certain people. And this is a big time for this generally, where there's a big sorting out in where we're going within this new construct of the new divine organic creatrix field. So all I've been shown for the last few hours, especially, it's just like the message has been continuous that it's all about to kick off. The fireworks, the final ignition, and you have your own light ship, which is a plasma light ship, a plasma light body. That is your travel vehicle. Okay, if you have a fully activated light body, which is what we're working on in Ascension, especially what I'm sharing, the keys and codes, navigational tips, instruction sets to get you there. You can teleport, you can bilocate, you can levitate, shapeshift. And as, again, the core monad, those who are carrying those ancient source codes are activating this within themselves. The light body of the planet activates because we hold the core blueprint for the cosmic monad, for all of creation, for the planetary light body, literally. So as we change, all changes. That's why this is about us, not them. And again, it's about, again, the toxic behavior, whatever people have been doing. And yes, we have been victims of all these attacks. And believe me, I've just been feeling and going through deep, like my main trauma, so to say, wound would be spiritual betrayal. I've literally been shown, I mean, there's been so many, also very personal, as well as collective, because the personal is collective because of the blueprint I'm carrying. That's why I'm sharing it. So many activations have been unfolding today for me as I've been going deeper into the field. And many things were unfolding. The Holy Trinity, the Holy Family fully returned. The threefold founder flame, our original source codes, divine hierogamic union blueprints, but it's happening within you, literally. And it's like you're reaching the state of full wholeness, true divine union with God, and God is fully healing your heart. So that's like the missing part. Like there's so much going on in the heart, and I was literally shown like knives being taken back out of the back of my heart. So of my back, like the spiritual knives of spiritual betrayal, of my own soul family, of my own tribes, those closest to me. And we've all experienced this, because again, what I speak about is from within the oneness, and usually what, you know, whatever goes on with me would affect a good big percentage of the people, you know, that are listening to my videos. That's kind of, you know, how this works. That's why also when you like, share, subscribe, comment, and support me back, the more you kind of get back out of it, because it's interlinking consciousness fields. Anyway, because I always transmit in highest guidance, first of all, what God wants to transmit through me, and the Cosmic Mother especially today, she's very, very present, as she is fully returned to this in all realms, returning true order, the true divine blueprint, source codes of creation. And on a personal level, it's true divine union with God. You're fully surrendering yourself to God. Anything what remains to be healed. I just, like today, like yesterday, the feeling was on the 17th of October, the whole feeling of just freedom. And then today, on the 18th, was like just no more fear. So basically the freedom of fear, which is true liberation, as in all these undercurrents. So any remaining static in the field, that is fear, ultimately interference patterns, playing out in many different ways, shapes, and forms, fully dissolving from the field, which is us clearing any remaining remnants of all the fear, imprints, memories, traumas, wounds. And our heart is healing hugely, and especially from the spiritual betrayal. Again, ultimately, you need to understand the same with you enabling toxic behavior. It's the same thing. This is how it all started. It starts with people not owning their shadow aspects, or projecting them onto others, which happened a lot with the masculine and feminine. The masculine projecting his unacknowledged shadow aspects onto the feminine, like mistaking her for the false feminine, dark feminine, whatever. And she's allowing it. She's not standing up for herself. She's not trusting her own intuition. And it's like the masculine betraying his own divine inner feminine, because what happened back in Lemurian times and all these invasion timelines is that the masculine and feminine were split, well, first of all, physically. So again, and then it unfolded further throughout the timelines and our experience in polarity consciousness, the distorted version, in the split and schism between the masculine and feminine, the gender principles, which then, you know, are mirrored out in many different ways, shapes, and forms throughout reality. So that's the core fragmentation we have been healing. This is what divine hierogamic union is all about. Heroes Gamos is your own divine union with the masculine, feminine, God, that then rebirths the new cosmic Christ blueprint, which is now, and it's here fully. Asuna Shakaratiati. So huge heart activations, like the love wave is literally going out. And as this happens, so any remaining separation fully dissolves. The big theme is really like letting go of any remaining attachments. This is the end of suffering. So attachments to the physical illusions of this world. So especially for the twin flame journey right now, especially for the divine feminines, haven't been waiting for the masculines. It's like just fully letting go of any expectations, anything. It's just like, it's also about reclaiming truly like your own divine inner masculine, your boundaries, discernment of what you will allow and not allow in your reality, and what you will put up with or not. If you're putting up with breadcrumbs, you shall be given that. Right now, you need to ask for the highest of what you truly, deeply deserve, and no longer allow people to, again, this is beyond gender, the divine feminine within us all, when you know people are taking advantage, using you, sucking up on your energy, something doesn't feel right, you need to adhere that feeling and cut them out. Because these are like karmic timelines playing themselves out, where you need to reverse what went wrong, how your field even got infiltrated and the masculine and feminine split apart. And it's like you're fully becoming whole in your own blueprint, so you don't need anyone to do anything. There's no more waiting for anyone to do nothing. You just keep making it happen. This is like the end of waiting. This is just you are ascending and rising in your own light body. And whatever would happen, will happen. Whatever doesn't. It's just full trust, surrender to source. Because there's always a plan B, free, D, like plan B, C, D, whatever. As in, you always just need to fully trust source and God's plan. Have full faith and belief in that one way or another, that we're not, so to say, it's not down to other people really getting it. It's more about us letting go of them needing to get it, or anyone to choose us, or anything at all. It's like literally like you on your own journey, which it ultimately comes always back to the oneness, the singularity, is what I just saw a fox. Is what really gets you home to your true self, your true beloved, which is inside of you, and it's beyond a person in the 3D ultimately. Like you just need to let go of all attachments again to people, places, things, to transcend the illusion. But what I get hugely, it's like I'm just letting go of everything, and I'm just asking source right now, and I can recommend this to everyone, to just show me the way, show me the path. It's wide open. All I see is adventure, huge, massive change. This is about to fully ignite one way or another through the frequency of self-love, which also means like that you're done really over certain things, places, people, and so forth, where you just really claim what you're, yes, more of this, please, or better, and no, I'm done with that for good. So we're just, moving on, moving forward out of the stuckness fully. Okay, it's just divine timing. Ultimately, we are rising, and this is now, so to say, everybody for themselves, as in everybody's self-responsible. As you are becoming and returning to your true God sovereign free self, you give that gift to everybody automatically, because you no longer want to people please and make them happy and overextend yourself, where you feel like you're actually not getting support back from, your tribe, people, whoever you're connected with, because this creates consciousness fields. So you're allowing it, the infiltration, by having weak boundaries, discernment of who you're connecting with, what you're involved with, what you're feeding your attention to, your sacred life force. And right now, a big theme is like, it's great to be informed in what goes on, even at galactic levels. And again, everybody resolves their level of consciousness and whatever they need to resolve. Ultimately, it's all perfect. But for those who are really ready to let go of everything that has ever been, to really start all over again, a fresh new slate, this is it. You just don't want to know anymore. It's like, boo, you learned your lessons, done. And you're ready for new Earth experiences. Let it all the way go. You don't need to know any more details of all the craziness that goes on out there. It's ultimately just the dream resolving itself. Again, this is nothing to avoid or escape. But, for example, general news, I don't even know what goes on anymore. Like, I haven't seen anything about what goes on in Israel for the last 2 or 3 days. Now that I say it, I might see something. That's the kind of thing. As you mention something, as you pay attention, then, there it pops up. That's the synchronicities. That's how you create reality. That's what we need to get at a very deep level. Especially those who really are into ascension mechanics, who know a lot about the galactic history. Okay, it's still fallen history, so you need to let all the way go and really go deep within your own DNA strands to retrieve. Because what I saw today happening also was the Cosmic History records. They were literally given to me, like an ordination or an anointing, completing of being entrusted with that. And we need to earn the access to our ancient gnosis, wisdom, history records. And I know I have done that. I have earned my stripes, literally. And it doesn't come from arrogance. It's just, I know what I've been through. I know what I had to withstand of those people, again, closest to me, demonizing me, seeing me as some false dark feminine, whatever, that I'm teaching inverted ascension or, you know, whatever. And it's literally the opposite. And at highest level, I've still been assisting them, those who've been stabbing those knives in my back. And that's what needs to heal within the tribes, within the cosmic family. And it happened to all of us. Okay, and ultimately, again, it comes back to self-betrayal, because people only betray you when you first of all allow it. That's the whole thing. The same with using you, all of that stuff. So again, like, people love a victim in society. Nobody wants to be the villain. You know, it's very unpopular. So people love victims, people love drama. That's the whole thing. You need to be detox yourself of drama generally. That's the whole big theme of the Ascension journey. Okay, it's all about your inner journeys, inner initiations. That's where you access real truth. And what you access, the real truth, the timelines, possibilities you can access, is down to the frequency bandwidths you can access, how much you have already activated in your DNA blueprint. It's not linear time, actually. This is why there's so many different reports, plus there's a lot of hijacking going on generally in the spiritual community, sadly. But it's just all part of the parcel of the whole hijacking that has happened of the cosmic history records, now fully returned. The Holy Family, the Holy Trinity, the Emerald Founders, the Elohai, Elohim, unified again as one, Ascended Masters, the Rishis, the Ayanis, the Essenes, the Grey Lines, the original tribes, founder races, cosmic dragons, magic grey queens and kings, fully healing the schism, the spiritual betrayal, as they really remember, understand that it only happens as we betray our own inner feminine, our own inner knowing, own inner wisdom, own inner gnosis, and don't listen and let other people speak into our ears, people come in between us. So, and we learn from experiences, but if you keep telling yourself that everything is great when you feel deep down it isn't, that's you suppressing your own divine inner feminine. You can't come to divine union within. You need to let the divine feminine within each one of us lead. It's your connection to source, to higher wisdom. And you can't figure this out in your head. And it's not about reciting someone else's teachings, something you learned in a handbook. I know everybody wants to have a handbook and a rule book and how this is done. And oh, you need to do this and that. And then you're ascended. No. You carry your own inner, very sacred, personal, navigational, instruction sets inside of you, ultimately, that I'm just here to ignite from deep within the core of the cosmic monad as I transmit these frequencies. And again, we all do this. Again, what's the currency now? It's like the energy I emit, my auric field, is what helps you heal whilst you watch and listen to me. And my light language as well. And I'm guided to, I will very soon be recording a heart healing song I will be sharing, because it's just a theme right now. And again, your light, your energy field heals. I could just sit here and say nothing and it would still assist you with healing. But again, this is all about also not just giving it away anymore. And one way or another, this will also shift how we share so much sacred information in a way, as well as it belongs to all of us. It's kind of a both end. But it's an issue that we have shared a lot of our energy, time, attention, sacred life force, healing energy with people who don't appreciate it, don't put in their own work, don't give back, don't support us back. Again, people like me have given a lot, and that then drains the energy of the people like me too much. So this is also, this is a whole big reset where this is just not happening anymore. As we correct our field, we are adjusting Again, how we spend our energy, what we're paying attention to, who we're spending time with, what we interact with, what we give our money towards, which is energy. The sacred life force, how are you using it? How are you alchemizing it? Everything that's happening to you. Sexual energy is a big part of that. Sexual healing is coming in a big way. I'm going to go into this maybe in another transmission. I don't want to go into this right now. But it's something that's very much to be respected. It's sacred creational energy. And with the whole Kundalini extended Kundalini currents, like you know, those ready and holding this on behalf of all, for everybody to fully connect now with these sacred eternal source flow currents, eternal life, where you don't run out of energy and you don't have the old problems, so to say. So a lot of what we thought even sacred sexuality was about, it's like you need to reinvent or just remember everything, as in the old no longer applies. I mean, it's connected to everything. You just need to keep letting go of any preconceived ideas, belief systems, and keep letting God show you through the cosmic history records igniting from within us. The stolen emerald history records, the emerald tablets, the ones free of all the invasions, okay, the true ones, true reality, free of inversions of consciousness, free of all the galactic fallen histories, invasions. That is what we are remembering now. It's so really important for everybody to get. That's why it's important to really focus on all new earth realities right now, because you want to forget about the past. Do you want to get stuck there? I mean, we know it already. Within the one consciousness, we know it all already. It's done. You don't need to go through a big disclosure process right now. We can just jump all the way in. I mean, with anything and everything right now, it's like the same. If I would be called tomorrow to go to Timbuktu, okay, and have like $200 in my pocket or whatever, I'd fucking do it if that's my call. I know I would always be supported. That kind of shit. Because you remember you're a superhero. You're a diamond avatar in a computer game. You're fully transcending any fear. Your true eternal self is you fully fearless, limitless, boundless, timeless, fully free. And there's just now full rising, okay? We will fly like fairies, literally. The fairies, they're very much connected to the cosmic dragon energies as well, and kind of like the first people as I see them. And they're also very much connected, obviously, to Ireland. And again, for me, they're very ancient codes held here. The Hierogamic Union, the Trinity codes. And again, it goes back to our original beingness, and also very much the magical realms that we're fully igniting right now from inside out as our plasma light body, and that of the planet fully comes online. Again, it's you tuning into a different radio station, frequency, bandwidth, as you align with it. It's consciousness. So you just need to align with the consciousness, free of any doubts, fears, worries that you're not already there. It's here now. Any moment now, we will be there, literally. If we can make this jump all together as one. I mean, it's here now, but it's like, it's not a question of linear time. It's a question of frequency alignment from within the oneness. So each one of us can keep doing this as we keep doing the good, hard, deep inner work, excavating our true self, which is fearless, and doesn't believe all these stories. Because if you keep believing the stories out there that this and this is going to happen and whatever, then that's what we're creating. Go inside and literally empty yourself and just ask God to show you the highest quantum possibilities available to you. Generally now and every now moment, whatever you're seeking as an answer. Like literally just go direct, simplify, clear your field. Okay, put yourself in a pillar of light, connect through the stargates, like your heart, to the core of the earth. It's beyond that. I mean, it's source inside your heart and you radiate it out now into your own aurora or bubble, your own Merkaba vehicle, your sphere of light that surrounds your plasma light body. Okay, in your shining and beautiful rainbow plasma opalescence colors. Plasma light is fire, water, okay? And you are literally God's source consciousness embodied, radiating out all new realities as they come fully online from within you. It's not about you making something up. It's you emptying yourself, surrendering to source until it's fully done, so to say, and asking God to continue to, it's all about the consistency, to continue building that relationship with source, to show you the highest truth, the real truth, through you, to dream, redream reality through you. This is how this is done, through total surrender, with becoming at one with divine will. But there's ultimately nobody doing anything anymore. It's a big happening. That's the end of all cycles, which is here now, believe me, one way or another. And all of the mayhem and insanity, quite frankly. Okay, done. Hallelujah. Okay. So deep down, we're all afraid of a world ruled by love, because it's a world we can't control. So we need to know what to open our heart up to. If we really listen deep within, we know. That is what helps heals our heart, as I mentioned in my last video. Every time we listen to our intuition, your heart and morphogenetic field, your auric field heals, your multidimensional DNA, higher self-identities activate. Okay, you're remembering. And again, what you can see now, this journey is quite quantum for those who are having a lot of deja vu type moments or messages from across your journey throughout time and space coming in, very quantum style, and you're wondering why you're in all of these different realities like flashbacks or previews. It's because you are activating all of these, it's like puzzle pieces coming together to complete the full big picture that heals everything. And you're like, now I get it. And there's just total forgiveness there. And just pure knowing of why everything had to happen the way it did. And that's you being on heaven on earth right now, because that's you at one with true God source consciousness, which is true divine union. Where there's no more separation and there's no more suffering, there's no more attachment, there's just a continuous happening as you're fully anchored in the now moment. Because what is suffering but you wanting to be somewhere else, wanting something else, you're never quite happy in the now moment. Okay, and it's okay to feel that, to get out the other end. But our true state of beingness is love bliss. But in order to get there, you do need to feel the separation and the fear and the doubt and the worries. But you need to know them for what they are, be the alchemist, and turn it all back into gold. That's how literally your auric field now becomes gold and is sealed by golden fleece, the golden protection of God. As you align with that consciousness, the golden Christ child fully embodied through you, coming out to play again and now having fun with its multidimensional creation. Again, it's a happening to surrender already, fully. And I'm talking to myself here. Usana. Now, love in its inverted forms can create a lot of suffering, but once we are truly and fully aligned with its true emanation, meaning and essence, we can see with crystal clarity again. Love has crystal clarity. It's not blind. True love. And we become truly unbreakable and impenetrable, because it's literally your connection to source right now, healing your own heart, your own blueprint, full trust, full surrender. You being at one with God is what heals you, literally. So a healed heart is an invincible heart. Okay, we are true brave hearts here. Despite everything we've been through, to keep opening our heart up, but you keep healing it from within, ultimately, from within yourself, as you keep shifting the way you look at things, what even happened, and that anyone who ever broke your heart or let you down, whatever, ultimately did it because they betrayed their own true self. you know, and hurt other people, that kind of thing. So this is where forgiveness comes in, you know, which sets everyone free. It doesn't matter what has happened, you can always forgive people. I mean, otherwise you're just holding yourself hostage ultimately. But yeah, you need to feel the anger or whatever, resentment, frustration, to get out the other end. That's the thing, but you don't stay there. You need to know what you're doing. As a very conscious co-creator, alchemist, fully back, you know, awake, aware, and alive behind the steering wheel of your own Merkaba light ship, you know that you choose and you co-create where you're going, what's happening, what you're co-creating with your deepest held beliefs, expectations, the thought forms you hold in your field. These are sine waves that are literally sine waves, frequency waves that are literally creating reality. And us all as one. And again, as the core monad fully remembers again the real truth, the real reality, we shift to heaven on earth right here, right now, in the blinking of an eye. It's a frequency shift. It's a consciousness shift from within a oneness. And we can all continue to help doing that as we keep going within. Because every trigger is a gift, it's an activation. If you blame others for it, it's like a lost opportunity, literally, to integrate more of your multidimensional self. It's just like, oh, okay, why am I triggered here? Feel whatever you need to feel, but don't, like, you know, send them the evil eye, or, you know, so to say, as well as you just, you know, you kind of just deal with the feelings in your own field, okay, instead of creating more drama as such. As well as you sometimes let go of any kind of attachments, contacts, you know, if it's an unhealthy relationship, a toxic relationship, we need to let go of them, especially now, to heal our field. Because you're underselling yourself, so to say, your own worth, your own value, literally, by putting up with less than what you deserve. And only your false self would allow that. So again, it comes very much back down to masculine and feminine integration of having a boundaries discernment in place. And, you know, by following your own intuition and guidance, your heart, your soul, speaking to you, that source speaking to you. So, and it's really about like shifting from victim to hero. It doesn't serve anyone to stay in a victim consciousness. You need to acknowledge your victim. You need to love it all the way up. Okay, bring those pieces back to you, but you don't stay there. Because as we delete the victim in the consciousness field, the victimizer disappears, literally. Because the polarity charge has been taken out. Okay, it's quantum. Because it's like the chicken and the egg. What was there first? It's a happening. It happens simultaneously. As you kind of get rid of one thing, you would get rid of the other, so to say. That was a funny one. Okay. So this is about a real pole shift in consciousness, especially between the masculine and feminine principles. The heart leads, no longer the inverted mind. The mind has fully surrendered. It's a receiver and transmitter of pure God source consciousness. It follows the heart's guidance, which is your 13th stargate. The cosmic Christ-seed atom, your thymus, fully activating, fully opening. Huge heart activations. The supernova is going out. It's here now. All right. The shift we have been waiting for forever, since the beginning of time, to return to real true reality like it has never been before, is here now. That's all I see, feel, get, receive as messages. So this all comes back to the original twin flames, counterparts, tribes, divine masculine and feminine energies and principles fully reconciling, the one consciousness fully reconciling. And again, there is only one of us here, the one mind, and we all have access to that. That's why the power always lies within, to keep realigning our realities, our consciousness, to keep seeing things, keep shifting, because again, any kind of feeling really only happens as you shift what really happened and you forgive and let go. And that's what we're doing at a big, massive, collective, cosmic consciousness level. That's the full reset. It's done energetically. Now this fully unfolds physically. I can feel huge shifts. Again, the end of fear, full liberation. It's here now, Sunasha. The end of the fear matrix. Fully, finally. The Cosmic Mother and Father fully reunited in true divine love, Hierogamic reunion, the Holy Family, Grail, Trinity return from within the oneness. The threefold founder flame, original sound and light fields of creation, fully returned. And now we also shift, that's the real consciousness shift, from deep inner healing and fixing work, and everything is wrong and so distorted here, to everything is perfect now. You're perfectly imperfect, everything is perfect. That's what shifts the hologram, ultimately. Sushanate. So you literally need to be delusional right now, in very adverted commas, because it's you literally remembering the real true reality, which is not this distortion, these overlays, fully gone. False memories, fully gone, fully wiped from the consciousness, from your DNA, from your cellular memory. Now, now we in the container, my membership container, are gonna have a call on the 19th. I sent out the details. You should have received a notification email. People can still sign up to, I might leave it below, to the membership containers, just tier 1 and 2. Tier 3 is closed because of where we're at. And tomorrow or today will be basically about, it's a graduation party, ceremony, gathering, for those who are signed up to my membership container. So that's what we're going to do, a live call, and let's see what comes in. So that will be fun. It's a 10-10 day. So it's already, I mean, it's all here now. So it's literally us just entertaining ourselves, having fun and reviewing what we have achieved, how far we have come, and celebrating ourselves. Okay? So let's do that. I really don't feel, but I will, if I get around to it. The next activation that I already see in the field, that I will put together in writing and put a date to it and event, so to say, also for the membership. So a group call and live activation will be for the lunar eclipse on the 28th, as I see it. But again, this is already in the field and it will be returning to the real. And that's what's already happening. It's remembering, it's happening already outside of time. Notice, okay? As you return to your real, raw, true, eternal, authentic self, your God self, fully unified, no more separation between you and any parts of your creation, we're fully there, which is now Sunatiati. The return of true oneness, at one-ment, and we reach that through atonement, through our path of redemption, of correcting what went wrong. And it's not, again, from a place of guilt, shame, blame. It's from just, oh, wow, okay, this is what happens here. Let us correct this so we can wake up from the dream. We don't need to keep doing this. Nobody needs some big disclosure thing happening. It's like you waking up from a dream and you remember what happened. Everybody just knows what happened. We don't need to go over this. Really, we don't. So we're shifting. The real consciousness shift here now is where there's nothing left to heal. Because as a consciousness shift, literally, consciousness shifts, we literally do not need police, law enforcement. We don't need the judicial system, justice system. We don't need all of the systems. These are all inversions. As we return to the really real, we have the organic structures back fully online, architectures, realities. In the blink of an eye, again, you're awakening from a dream now. Fully. Sushanata. As you remember what's really real, your real true self, and embody that. Okay. So it's no more hospitals. We don't need prisons. There is no more healing as such to be done, because these are all, any physical ailments or mental, are all from mental emotional imbalances, traumas. Any results, addictions, all of the stuff. As we fully heal the heart, the trauma, it's all gone. So stop judging already, everybody, anyone, everything you see out there. Stop projecting toxicity out there. Stop projecting out problems. It's like, as you focus on your illness, the disease, you're manifesting it, so to say. As you fully merge with your quantum self. Sunata, ekara tekena, shku. It doesn't matter how real anything seems, how important, how whatever. Just tune into your fully already healed ascended master self. The heart fully healed, fully surrendered to source, everything. Fully trust you're being fully healed now. Everything is. See it as already fully healed. Your imagination is everything. It's what creates reality. Allow God to redream reality through you now. Shunka aina karate. Let go of everything now. Everything that was fully clean slate. All new beginnings. All new free worlds. Here now. Not in a few months. Not years. Hundreds. Whatever. Here now. It's really here now. Shukanata. So we're shifting from judgment to discernment, from fragmentation to integrated polarity within the oneness, from paranoia to pronoia, from psychosis to sanctity, from fear to love and real truth. The question is, do you want to be the victim or the hero of your own story right now? It's your choice. Have you come here to claim you happily ever after? Or what you believe you deserve, and what's really real? Your imagination is your greatest strength and superpower. Use it wisely. Every thought, word, feeling, belief, action you take. And the real revolution is an evolution of consciousness, an expansion of the one consciousness, the one blueprint of the cosmic Christ, completed now. I know we have completed this all as one. It's done. So infinite gratitude to everybody having played their role perfectly, so to say, within the insanity, playing out the perfectly imperfect, back to wholeness, back to unity, and it won't be televised, okay? This evolution of the one consciousness, it's arising from within you along with the truth, the real truth, nothing but the truth. It cannot be questioned. It's eternal. It's the real truth, the highest truths are unchanging. But our consciousness continues to expand. A little bit of contractions here and there. But the experiences will no longer be based in suffering, pain, division, distorted polarity, but unity, happiness, love, bliss, fun, excitement, adventure. There's loads of movement, adventure, traveling. Anything and everything is possible now. So I've opened up wide, continue to do so in every now moment to show me the biggest, highest quantum possibilities now. Show me, keep showing me. And I know I'm carried. I know I will always be provided for, always be supported, always be shown. And that's all you need to know. That's your anchor. That's the only safety you need right now, because literally as you walk the path, it appears. Okay? Full trust in the divine, in you, in your superpowers that are all going to come online now if you've done the hard work. Okay? The frequency of true divine love, which is true divine inner self-love also, is what fully ignites this. Okay? So continue to make it happen as you love it all up. True self-love, care, valuing yourself, no longer giving all of your sacred life force, energy, just to anything and everyone, although it also, again, is we do share freely from the heart. It's the both end. But there are definitely big shifts in how we're sharing our gifts and how we are and who we are interacting with, and the soul tribes coming back together, and basically the cosmic reunion party unfolding in front of our very own eyes as we remember what has already happened. So remember your ancient future self, fully ignite it all from deep within, your sacred crystal heart, fully opening, wide, Surrender to true divine love, which is God, which is true divine union, which is ascension, which is what we came here for. Okay? It's what makes the magic happen. It is what is healing all, as if by magic, literally. Sushanatiake, Kunasakarata, Yunate Rusunaya. Again, check out the details below if you want to take part in any of my groups or calls, replays, and I'll send you infinite love, gratitude. Thank you so much for any support, any donations sent, like, share, subscribe, comment, helping, supporting my work. If you find this useful, share it with others. Help me along, because I don't spend much time on making sure my work gets distributed and so forth, and marketing and all of that stuff. But again, for me, it's always been very much about bringing us all the way home, focusing on what's important in every now moment to the next. And those who get it, they really get it. And thank you so much for those who have been part of my journey. And yeah, this is the big unfoldment. And I think many of us can feel this. We have reached the ultimate tipping point where everything shifts forever in the blinking of an eye. For so it was written, and it was spoken, and so it is done. Skushka, kaina tekara tekana su no shuna aina kukuna takara takara inasai na shakara. Now let the past go. Jump all in, all new beginnings. Ascension Earth, new organic creatrix field being fully ignited from inside of you. All right. So much love, so many blessings. Thank you. Bye, bye, bye.